No. Hey, oh. You'll get hurt. Dig. Good girl. Good girl. Stay there. Can you bring that here, please, Kelly? Thank you, Kelly. Kelly, bring it here, please. So I know a lot of you haven't seen that video of me showing where I grew up and where I learned how to hunt and fish and do bushcraft and learn about nature and all that kind of stuff. Now if you haven't, you might want to click on this video up here and just see where I came from. But that was filmed a couple of days after Mother's Day. Here come the mosquitoes again. Thought I could take the hat off. So I was thinking back on my childhood and getting quite nostalgic, and I was thinking, why is it that we're so nostalgic about our childhoods, and you know, back, well, they're occurring just as stressed then probably as we are now with different problems. And I guess what we think now as we reflect back is that those problems were simpler, but I'm sure at the time, and I'm sure if you're young people watching this video right now, you're thinking, you know, how could it be more stressful or more anxious than your situation right now, dealing with school and chasing the girls or the boys and all that kind of stuff, all that competition. That's stressful as well, of course. But it's not just that we reflect back and dream of those simpler times when we were younger. I think it's also that when we're younger, we have so much hope, we have so much anticipation for the future. We think about all the great things we're going to do, these great lives that we're going to have. And you know, just the places we're going to see and all that kind of stuff, the people we're going to have in our lives. And then you get older and you hit these milestone years. Like I know 30 for me was a big year. For some reason it really impacted me. I was kind of depressed for at least 6 months, maybe a year after that, and just couldn't believe that I hadn't accomplished what I had set out to accomplish. So that really impacted me. I had a really tough time with it. But I think more than anything, what I realized looking back at my, say, post 18-year-old years, did I live life to the fullest at that point? You know, it's a reminder, and if I could go back and tell my 18-year-old self or my 25-year-old self or 35-year-old self, it's just that. Don't waste a single day, because you aren't going to get that back. And you don't know when health is going to cripple you, so you can't get out there and enjoy those things, or get out there and see those places or meet those people that you always wanted to. You know, the worst thing that you can go to your grave with is regret. And for me, you know, I built that cabin when I was 21 and I lived in it for a while, and I thought that was the life for me. In hindsight, I'm glad I didn't stay there. There's just too many things I would have missed out on in life, and but it was in me, and I did want to do it still. So there's a part of me that just never let go of that dream. You know, when you set your mind to it and you don't have a plan B to back up to, by just focusing on plan A, I was able to get to this point in my life where I couldn't be happier. I'm so pleased to be doing exactly what I'm doing right now and talking to you. So I had to interrupt this video to say that. I just felt so passionately about that. Father's Day coming up. I can't wait to see my father and spend time with my own kids, and maybe get outside and do some fishing or something like that together, and reflect back on childhood and those dreams I had back then, and ask myself whether I'm working on them still or not. Hey, Kelly. Anyway, I need to get back to work. It's starting to rain again, but I got a fire going, and it's only a light rain, so I can keep working. So anyway, before I go, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to ask you, if you haven't subscribed, if you could do that. It really helps to keep me motivated, keeps the channel growing or going, and I really appreciate if you could do that and hit the like button. So enjoy the rest of the video, and take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you up at the cabin next time. Take care. Good morning. I was tired. That was a lot of lifting yesterday, so up early this morning. So up late this morning. Get a tea going and then some oatmeal. And then I think I'm going to collect some rocks for the foundation, for the pizza oven, and for the barbecue. So I need quite a few rocks for that. Then I need to find some limes from somebody around here that I can use to mix with sand and the clay to make the mortar. So I might have to go for a drive today. And blueberries. So if you're wondering why I'm digging this hole here, basically I need a trench all the way around the perimeter of the, well, not that side, but these two sides and maybe the third side. I need a trench to put gravel in so that I can start building the stonework up on top of that. Now, I'm not going to get down to bedrock. This soil up here is so variable. We go from solid bedrock just to, you know, at the surface or just below the surface, to these deep pockets of soil between the bedrock, and then there's all these boulders piled in here, so it's really hard to dig, but I need to get down at least to a good sand base, and there is some nice sand underneath all this organic matter. The problem with the organic matter, it continues to decrease in volume as it decomposes, so you get a really unstable base. So I need to at least get that out and just live with the fact that this is not a commercial project or residential project that you want to stay stable and last for a long time. It's going to shift, and I'm just going to deal with it. I don't care out here, right? So it's not a big deal if it moves around a little bit on me, or if I have to redo parts of it or maintain it. So I'll do the best I can. Also, with the fact that I don't have a bunch of gravel, I've got some gravel, some kind of just smaller stones around here. I'm just going to fill the trench with, and then I'll build up on top of that with a concrete or a lime base mortar. So I'll finish this off and then start collecting rocks to build the actual base of the barbecue.